Hey everybody, Max Monster here, back with Marvel Heroes. I got Cable here, and doing a little rework because I did try something someone posted, and I did like it a lot, and so did a little bit of a change on him, and it's actually stayed viable even at 50. I was kind of shocked because it didn't work on Scarlet Witch, but it does work on Cable. I already have the points spent out, but it's a pretty easy build. And what you're going to want to do is, well, I call it the Traveler build, because basically you're teleporting into a whole bunch of mobs and blowing them up. And so we're going to keep Psychic Haze, and so you're going to build points into Psychic Haze. Kinetic Repulsion. If you look at the damage on that, it's pretty disgusting. And that's going to be the key trash killer. We're going to put points in Techno-Organic Reconstruction, because, well, it's health regen, and why wouldn't we want that? And we're going to do Telekinetic Mastery because it's going to give us extra damage. We are doing mental damage, obviously. Some dodge also, very nice to have. And then I do Dynamic Aura. You could do Bold Aura if you want and get the movement speed, which I don't think is very useful, but the dodge or damage rating, which I don't think it's a lot. I think the Spirit Cost Reduction pays off in spades for the build. Vigilant Aura just isn't really worth it unless you really want the projectile evasion. Do a point in Body Slide by 1, or Quick Body Slide, sorry, and then a point in Vortex Grenade, and the rest of them into Energy Pulse. And then if you're level 60 and you have leftover points, you could always put them in Vortex Grenade or Veteran Commander or Veteran Warrior. If you want the crit rating, I'd probably go with Vortex Grenade and get the extra damage. It's just not a lot of crit. And that's the build. And what we do is here, you know, obviously we have the Energy Pulse as our left shot, our left mouse button. Right mouse button is our movement for me. And then we have Kinetic Repulsion, Psychic Haze, and when bosses are around, we drop the Vortex Grenade. And that just basically slows them down like anything. It's pretty nasty. It's a little extra damage. And for gear, I'm pretty lucky. I got the S-Canison bodysuit there. And it's pretty nice, so if I die, I get resurrected. And it's got a durability, and it's got some extra XP and some health. And I already have my passive spent out, but, oops, bring it back. Highly recommend Lemuria, even with all the regen that he's got. He's pretty weak. I'm doing Power Prism Shard, obviously, because we got area abilities. Now, you know, you might want to do Netherium Gens or Relics of Konung. It's not really a good idea because I do believe the skills that are emanating skills like the Jean Grey's Inferno and the Kinetic Repulsion here are not affected by those relics. They're only affected by like Psychic Haze, which are our true ranged area abilities. Even though these are tagged as ranged areas, last I knew they weren't affected unless they remodeled those. If anyone could confirm it, it'd be nice, but I'm not burning an artifact just to check at this moment in time. I don't have too many of those extra. When I do, I will try it. But as far as I know, they actually have to be castable and not emanating. So I got a Beta Particle mini reactor for the extra spirit. Fearsome Fist really for the extra health regen, and you know, I dodge a little bit here, sitting around 20%, so I get some crit here and there. And of course Dr. Octopus's, which does increase the radius with the Power Prism Shard, gives me much more space to hit things. And on the suit, I didn't really outfit him, he's not my main, but he's got +1 energy and some health on basic power hit, some health. And that's probably where I would go with him, is offset it, because you will be spamming Energy Pulse if you want on a boss anyways. And softer targets are going to be killed by Kinetic Repulsion and Psychic Haze. So I'll go ahead and show how the build works. I'm 50. I might as well do Kingsman again. Maybe I'll get a good medal. I haven't been lucky yet. So put my Spirit Reduction on. And this is what I mean. The shot alone does some pretty good damage, but what you're really going to be doing is be looking to do this. And then on these guys, we're going to drop a Psychic Haze and burn down the blues. And it's pretty easy. Even though we push them away, the blues will resist after a while. The yellows like to shoot the gun, and obviously things die pretty quick. You're basically just paying attention for when the big yellow circle goes away. You re-up it. Yes, it really does kill that well. Obviously, you lose some damage on bosses because you're not going to want to stay so close to bosses, but so the it dropped. And then they usually die that fast. You might take some damage, but you can usually kill them before they hurt you too terribly. If that's not the case, you just back off and you're basically Psychic Hazing, Vortex Grenading, and burning them down with Energy Pulse instead of hitting them with Repulsion. Energy Pulse is a lot of damage. I mean, that's 12,000, 13,000 damage a second easy. And that's pretty it. It's really that easy as it looked. He's softer, so oranges aren't that easy, but he fares pretty well with the build. So that's the Traveler build. It's basically body slide and spam kill things with kinetic repulsion. Pretty easy. So hope it helps. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll talk to you all later.